Hey everyone, it's the Coasterologist here, bringing to you in-depth views and reviews of all the greatest thrill and extreme coasters in the land. Hopefully these videos will help you decide if you're wanting to climb aboard on your next visit by getting a first-hand look of what you'd be embarking on, complete with a full rating of the coaster based on comfort, on-loading, the positive G's or how the ride may make you feel crushed into your seat, airtime, that floating sensation that makes your stomach tingle, spinning, how dizzy the ride may make you feel, overall theming, and easing. Or, in other words, could an average person ride the coaster over and over again, or would they maybe need some time to catch their breath? With that, let's ride. Coaster number 3 is Thunder Striker at Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thunder Striker at Carowinds is a towering steel hypercoaster that doesn't just flirt with the laws of physics, it full-on body slams them into submission. Standing at a commanding 232 feet tall, it was the tallest, fastest, and longest coaster in the Southeast when it opened in 2010 as Intimidator, paying homage to NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt. The licensing deal eventually ran out of gas, so to speak. So in 2024, it got rebranded to Thunder Striker, now framed as a souped-up hot rod that escaped from Earl's garage on Thunder Road, complete with slick black paint and lightning bolt accents. Nothing says high-speed thrill like pretending your coaster is a rebellious muscle car that got bored at the drag strip. Built by the Swiss masters at B&M for a cool $23 million, it's a classic hypercoaster. It has an out-and-back layout with 7 aggressive drops and a series of hills designed to deliver that delicious floater airtime. You know, the kind where your stomach politely asks to stay behind while the rest of you rockets forward. The first drop is a beast, plunging 211 feet after that slow, agonizing chain lift climb that gives you plenty of time to question every life choice that led you there. Then, it's a relentless parade of hills, a horseshoe turn, some helix action, and more airtime moments than a backyard trampoline. It's smooth as butter, B&M's signature move, with just enough ejector air in the back rows to make your seatbelt earn its keep. The view from the top of the lift hill is deceptively peaceful. Carowinds sprawling below like a colorful ant farm, the Carolina woods in the distance, Fury 325 lurking nearby like the overachieving sibling. Then, it's 0 to holy crap in seconds. The drop hits like a thunderclap. Your body lifts, the wind screams past your ears, and for a glorious moment, you're weightless. Speeds climb to 75 miles per hour as you hammer through the layout. Massive airtime hills that pop you out of your seat like a jack-in-the-box on steroids. Sweeping turns that keep the G-forces playful rather than punishing. And that mid-course brake run that feels like the ride is just trying to catch its breath. You can't help but praise Thunder Striker for the floaty ejector airtime, especially in the back, making it feel like you're repeatedly trying and failing to achieve liftoff. It's not the most intense coaster in the park, but Thunder Striker is the smooth operator. It's reliable, exhilarating, and generous with those stomach-in-your-throat moments. Unfortunately, the later sections can feel a tad tamer thanks to those trim brakes. But overall, it's a crowd pleaser that leaves you grinning, a little dazed, and ready for another lap. Newer trains with refreshed seats were added in 2025 and make the whole experience comfier for your inevitable repeat rides. In a park full of monsters, Thunder Striker holds its own as the accessible hypercoaster king of the Southeast. It's not trying to be the scariest thing ever, it's trying to be the most fun, sustained rush, and it nails it with B&M's legendary smoothness. The hot rod theme is a fun pivot from the old NASCAR vibes. If you're a coaster newbie, it's a fantastic gateway to bigger thrills. If you're a veteran, it's the reliable friend who always delivers solid airtime without the drama. Just don't expect it to outshine Fury. Think of Thunder Striker as the charismatic older brother who's great at parties, while Fury is the one doing backflips off the roof. Now, before we rate Thunder Striker, you know we have to ride it, so let's hop on, strap in, and take her for a spin.
All the finish best today, guys.
For your safety, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. the end of the ride. Thank you, and enjoy your ride.
Here we go. Oh my God. All right, let's get to rating Thunderstriker, starting with comfort, where I'd give it a 9. B&M trains are legendary for a reason. The clamshell restraints are padded and forgiving, while the staggered seating gives you breathing room and the whole ride glides like it's on rails made of butter. Newer seat upgrades in recent years only sweeten the deal. No head banging, no rattling, even in the back. For onloading, or positive G's, I'd give it a 7. You get solid press you into your seat positives, especially at the bottom of that massive first drop and into the sweeping turns. The pullouts hit hard enough to make you grin or grimace if you're not braced, but it's never brutally intense like a Giga or a launch coaster. For airtime, I give it a 9. This is where Thunderstriker shines like a lightning bolt. It's a floater airtime machine with multiple sustained moments of glorious weightlessness over those 7 hills, especially strong in the back rows on the early drops and camelbacks. Your butt leaves the seat, your stomach politely waves goodbye, and you float like you're trying to achieve orbit. It's not violent ejector airtime, but more gentle. Now for spinning, should come as no surprise, but we'll give it a 1. This is a pure out and back hyper. No spins, no twists, no rotations. The trains stay happily pointed forward while the track does all the work. For theming, let's give it a 6. The 2024 retheme to a souped up hot rod from Earl's Garage on Thunder Road is a fun pivot, with sleek black trains with lightning bolts, engine revving audio at dispatch, some garage shop vibes in the queue, and a narrative about mechanics building a dirt road champion. For easing, I have to go with an 8. Thunderstriker eases you in with that long lift hill, then unleashes without mercy, but always smoothly. There's no harsh transitions, excellent pacing for a 3+ minute ride, and it's approachable for coaster veterans while still delivering thrills. It doesn't baby you, but it doesn't punish you either. The trims keep it from going full savage mode. Now for overall rating, I'll give it an 8. Thunderstriker is a rock-solid hypercoaster that punches above its weight class. It delivers generous floater airtime, buttery smoothness, and high-speed fun in a reliable package. It's perfect as a warm-up or a marathon ride. It's not the most intense or thematically wild coaster at Carowinds, but it consistently leaves you grinning and wanting another lap. If you love floating more than getting slammed, this thing rocks. Just be sure to ride the back for maximum airtime glory. Now, ratings can vary by row, weather, or personal taste. The back row usually amps up the airtime and the positives. If you've ridden it, how would your scores compare?